Hello. Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
okay. Yeah.
how are
Yeah.
you?
Hi. Hey. How are you? Finally. Sorry.
No, that's
Uh,
okay. That's okay. It's good to meet you.
yeah. Nice to meet you too.
All right. Okay. Are you on your workstation right now?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Okay.
am.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and introduce ourselves to each other.
Yeah.
What's your name? How do you pronounce your name,
Uh,
your full name?
It's Alexander, but you can call me Alex.
Okay, Alex.
It will be much easier. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Ukrainian motion designer with more than 8-10 years of experience in motion design, modeling, animation.
hmm
Well, yeah, I have a lot of successful projects.
Is motion design the same as motion graphics?
It's like motion graphics, right? Yeah,
Okay. Okay. So motion design is motion graphics.
yeah. It's the same. It's the same.
Okay, got it, got it. Okay. And what software do you use?
A lot of actually. My main tool is After Effects, of course. It's After Effects because if I do some complex animation, 3D animation, I always do compositing and polishing all my animation inside the After Effects. And for animation, for modeling, often I use Cinema4D. Last time I tried using Houdini.
Mm-hmm.
And texturing, if I need some texturing, some materials for my model, I using Substance Painter.
Okay.
Some hard surface modeling, I maybe last years I tried to use plasticity. It's a completely new vision of modeling, and I really like it. For UV unwrapping, I using Rhythm UV. It's a really good tool.
Okay.
So yeah. Well, in general, something ZBrush. If I need some, character modeling, it's much easier to do there.
Okay. So your what is your main tool? What kind of work do you mostly do, and what tool do you use all the time?
Cinema for the After Effects.
Okay. Can you, if you really wanted to, could you do everything that you needed to do for a project in Cinema 4D?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Last time I tried to transfer my pipeline to Houdini. Houdini is much more stronger, much more powerful tool, and I tried to use it in my pipeline. But I think is the most well, in general, this is three tools: Houdini, Cinema4D, and After Effects.
What about rendering? What do you use for rendering?
It's RedShift.
You use RedShift for rendering?
Yeah, RedShift and Karma renders the same.
Karma is for Houdini? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
it's inside Houdini. Yeah.
Okay, so Karma and Houdini, Redshift for Cinema 4D, and what are your render?
Excuse me. I the same use RedShift inside Houdini.
Okay, understood. So, was the learning curve for Houdini very difficult? Was it hard?
Yeah, yes, because it's very difficult to explain. It's you should learn all the time something new.
Okay, there's always something new.
Yeah, always something new.
Okay, I see. How long did it take you to learn it to where you could actually use it?
Maybe maybe 1.5 year, I think.
Wow, it took you 1 year before you could actually make something with it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Do you have any interest in using real-time softwares? Do you think real-time tools would be beneficial to your line of work?
Well, I did some simple project in Unreal Engine.
Mm-hmm.
It has really fast render, but it's not production ready for me. But I try sometimes, from time to time, I try to use
Okay.
Unreal Engine.
When you say it's not production ready, what do you mean? And how long ago did you try Unreal? How many years ago? Or is it recent?
Maybe 2 years ago.
Okay, that's recent.
I hadn't too much project that I can use, so I'm not too much strong in this area, to be honest. But I think I can improve my vision. I need to improve my vision, and I need more experience in this area. And I like how it looks, but I can I can't use it in my projects.
When you say it wasn't production ready, can you give me a specific example so that I can understand what you mean?
It's difficult to explain. Maybe I need more information. I need more experience. More vision of lighting and texturing. But for me, it's much easier to do something in Cinema4D
than Unreal.
Than Unreal. Yeah. Maybe because I spent much more time in cinema and Houdini than in Unreal, so that's why.
Yeah, well, the fact of the matter is, Unreal is just about a similar learning curve as it would require for you to have learned, Cinema4D, Houdini. Mm-hmm. It's a whole other. It's a completely other software with a high learning curve. And so if the lighting is not common sense, and if the texturing is not common sense, then essentially you would have to put in months just to learn it. And for a lot of people, it has to be really worth it for them to put in that kind of time to learn something when they are already proficient in Cinema4D, Maya, Houdini, you see? Yeah. So if you're already proficient in Cinema4D and Houdini, RedShift and Karma, and you're getting basically perfect results, because that's what offline rendering will give you if you know what you're doing. To go to a real-time software, that real-time software must be very, very good in quality. Otherwise, it's not worth it. True or false?
It's a good question, but I don't have an answer for that.
Well, it's really simple. Would you switch to a real-time tool if the quality was bad?
I hope no, but I didn't switch actually. So
you didn't what?
I don't switch to real time. Right, in this time.
I'm just asking you a common sense question. You don't need to switch to real time to know how to answer this question. It's a common sense question. If something is bad quality, will your client accept it? Yes or no?
Of course not.
Okay. So, and at the end of the day, you are a professional rendering a service to your clients, correct? And your client expects you to do a product design of their product, and it needs to look really good, correct?
Yeah.
And if you give them a render and the render looks like crap, or the lighting looks bad, is the client going to be happy?
Of course not.
So would you switch to any tool that has bad quality?
Yes.
You would switch to a tool that has bad quality?
No. I switched a tool, of course, that has only good quality.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. It's not difficult.
Yeah.
Would you switch
Yes.
to a tool, any tool, that has bad quality? Basically, I'm asking you, would you eat at a restaurant that has bad food? The answer should be no. You shouldn't have to think about that. That's an automatic no, I would not. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
nobody wants to go to a restaurant and see rats. Nobody wants to go to a restaurant that has bad food. So even if the restaurant's been open for 20 years, 30 years, if you go on your first day and the food is bad, you're not going to want to go back ever again, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, especially if you had to wait in line. If they say this is a 5-star restaurant and the line is so long, it's wrapping around the neighborhood, you stand in line. Think of the long line like the learning curve for software. You stand in this long line. It took you 1 year to learn Houdini. You go to a restaurant, you're waiting for a long time to get into the restaurant. You finally get into the restaurant. You get a table and they bring you the food. And it's expensive because Houdini is not cheap, right? You have to pay for Houdini. You have to pay for Cinema4D. You have to, and so you wait, you pay, and then you taste the food. The food is like half cooked.
Yeah.
You see,
No,
so
yeah.
so it's the same thing. It's the same philosophy. People like Houdini because it's powerful, it's procedural, but we can all agree the learning curve is high. Cinema4D has amazing motion graphics. It has MoGraph, but it's not real time, right?
Yeah.
If Cinema4D was real time, what would that do for you? Would that make you happy?
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
It would take a much more less time to complete some projects.
Yeah. So let me ask you one final question before we dive into our software. When it comes to rendering or your entire workflow, what would you say is the hardest part of your job or the biggest bottleneck or the slowest part of your job? Would it be the 3D modeling? Would it be the rendering? Would it be the look development, the lighting, the setting up of the scene, or is it rendering? What is the hardest part or the slowest part of your job?
Good question. Rendering, it's a easy part of my job. The hard of maybe difficult to explain. I don't know. Maybe to finish the project in time, in a good quality, to deliver the final results that the client expect.
How often does your client change their mind when you've already started working on something? Do they change a lot or no?
A lot often, yeah.
Okay. So your client gives you a project. You do, like I saw a sneaker motion graphics effect that you made, which was really nice. So we use that as an example. Your client sends you a 3D model of a sneaker that they made.
Yeah.
They want you to do motion graphic effect. They give you they give you the textures. They tell you this is what you want, something like this. Give you a reference.
Yeah.
Now you start. How often do they say when you do your deliverables, is it dailies? Do you send them something every day or once a week? How often do you check in with the client?
It depends on the project, how much, how complex, how difficult it's.
But you don't ever go more than a week without checking in with the client, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking is how often do you, on average, check in with your client to say, hey, this is what we have? At least once a week, yes?
Yeah, around this time, yeah.
Okay, so when you do this, how often did the client say, change something?
once, 2 times a week, I think.
Okay, so basically what I'm trying to get you to establish is that clients hardly ever really just accept what you give them, correct? They always, almost always have notes or...
That's why I try to switch to Houdini, because they're much easier to do editing. From my client example.
Okay. Do you typically have to create the 3D models yourself, or does the client provide it?
Sometimes client provided, sometimes I need to do that.
Okay. I see. Okay. So the rendering process is offline rendering. Do you render everything yourself on your local machine, or do you do cloud rendering or render farms? What do you do?
No, just local machine rendering.
Okay. What is your time frame? What are your render times?
Around 1 minute for frame, maybe, around this time. Maybe 40 seconds.
Per frame? Okay, and what are your PC specs?
Ryzen 5900 video card GeForce 3080 Ti.
Okay, GTX 3080?
Yeah.
Okay.
RTX
3080? Okay. So when you're rendering an animation, like if it's a 2-minute animation, how long does it take to render that out in final quality?
To me, it will take a lot of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is a lot of time?
Maybe 2.5 days.
When you create these animations, it takes 1 or 2 days, and you send it to the client. And let's say the client has some notes or some changes they want to make. How does that affect your workflow? Because now you would have to go back, change it, and re-render, correct?
Yeah. Does that all the time?
So that happens.
It was really annoying.
Okay, so that happens to you all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
From time to time, but yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we found probably maybe the biggest part of your workflow that's the bottleneck is the rendering. Even though the rendering is the easiest part because you don't have to physically be there rendering, you just push a button and it renders and you wait. But that wait period is probably the longest part of your workflow because it's a day that you don't have your computer to use.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a day or two, depending on the complexity, how many lights you have in the scene, the polygon count, so many things. So the textures, if you're using 4K textures, 8K textures, that plus lighting those textures, that increases the memory, it increases the time. So you and I, we all know these things.
Yeah.
So there's a huge difference between rendering a scene that has simply 3-point light, 3 area lights versus a scene that has 100 area lights. So if you had a software where you could simply just see the final quality in the viewport while you're working, what would that do for you?
It's do my life. It's much more simple.
Yeah, because then you would be able to send your client. You're always working in the final quality, and you can send your client.
Cool.
You can send your client something immediately, and if they have changes, you're not re-rendering because you're always seeing the final quality, and you can literally make the changes in front of your client. If you had a software like that,
I would like to try it.
Okay.
To be honest.
Okay, awesome. So that's where we wanted to get. We like to speak to real CG artists who work in the industry, who have real deadlines, because you guys are the ones that are going to be the biggest champions for these kinds of tools. Because your clients, they just will not accept what they didn't pay for. So if they're paying for something they want, they're going to, if they have 5 revisions, yeah, they're going to make those.
Unfortunately, it's our reality.
Yeah.
Right now.
Okay, good. So let's go ahead and talk. I had a question. You'd never mentioned Blender. Do you like Blender, or have you tried Blender before?
I tried a little bit. I don't have too much experience with the Blender, but
okay. Okay, I see. What about SketchUp? Have you ever tried SketchUp?
No.
Okay, yeah, SketchUp really isn't useful for your kind of work. Okay, I understand. Let's go ahead and get you the software. So you're on your local machine. Can you share your screen?
Yep.
Thank you for sharing your screen. Can you go ahead and open up your task manager?
Yep.
Okay, this is your task manager. Click on performance because this is going to show me. Can you maximize this, please? You have a lot that's open on your. Maximize it. Maximize the window.
No, I don't know how to do that.
Just click the maximize button on the window.
You mean okay.
Okay. All right, because you see at the top right, it shows me the kind of computer you have. You have an AMD Ryzen 9. Okay, and if you click on GPU, it's going to show us what kind of GPU you have. Minimize the window because I can't see at the bottom, or scroll down. I can't see the bottom. Pull the window up. I cannot see the bottom. Up, up, up. Pull it up. Okay, there we go. It says you have what kind of GPU? I can't see that. Why
RTX 3080 Ti. Okay. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 Ti.
Yeah, why is everything so tiny on your side? I've never seen this before where I can't see things clearly on your screen. Everything is very small. Okay, well, it seems like you have a 12 gig VRAM. You have an RTX 30, what is that, 3090?
80.
3080 Ti, okay. All right, cool. All right, so it's good to see what specs you're running. Let's go ahead and I'm going to take you to our website. And I'm going to show you our software, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you can close this. All right, on the web browser, type our website, which is smsoftwarecompany.com. smsoftwarecompany.com. Yeah, you can click that. Yes, click it. Okay, so welcome to our website. Have you ever heard of our software before? Univah Pro?
No.
No? Okay. So we are building what's called the very first film engine. As you know, right now for real time, most people only know about game engines like Unity or Unreal. The problem with that is that if you're not developing games, like in your case, and you needed a real-time tool, you would probably go to Unreal Engine because that's all you know, right?
Yeah.
So there needs to be another alternative for people like you who don't make games so that you don't have to go to a game engine trying to learn game tools and trying to make it work for film. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So that's what we created. We created a software from scratch, and it's called the Univah Film Engine. And it's a real-time solution for people who don't make games. Exactly. And it gives you higher quality than game engines because we took a look at all the game engines And what we realized was that even the best ones, or the most popular ones, they all produce gamey looking graphics. So the highest quality you're gonna get from a game engine is your stuff is gonna your final render is gonna look like a high quality game, but it's not going to look as good as V-Ray, as Arnold, as RedShift, as Karma. You see? Yeah. So we wanted to bridge the gap between Karma, RedShift, and Real-Time Film Engine, and that's what we did. We spent.
Cool.
Yeah,
sounds very cool.
It sounds cool. Good. We started working on this project in 2020 and 2021, 2022. We did a lot of research and we started writing the code for this. And in 2025, November, we released the Univah Lite, which is a light version of Univah Pro. Univah Pro, the Univah Film Engine, is still in development, but we released Univah Lite so that those who are interested in this tool, they can start, using it. They can start learning it. That way, by the time Univah Pro comes out, you will already know how to use the tool. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, it's a really good idea.
Okay, good. So by this way, you'll already be familiar, and it will be easy by the time Univah Pro is released. So go ahead and scroll down to this little paragraph here. So as you can see, Univah Pro, we are a software company. The name of our company is the Stephanie Michael Software Company. We don't just make one tool. We're kind of like the new Autodesk. We're going to be making a lot of tools. So we're like, think of us as the new Adobe or the new Autodesk. We have Univah Pro. We have Make Me. Make Me is our character creator that's coming out. It's going to be the most versatile character creator. It makes non-human characters, half human, half horse. It's going to make all of that much easier to do. Okay. All right. We have our own motion graphics system. If you scroll up to that paragraph, you'll see we have our own motion graphics system. Univah Pro is powered by something called rReligionVFX, which is our version of like MoGraph. It's our version of the Maya Mesh network, but it does a lot more than motion graphics. It does also visual effects. It does a lot. Okay, so we are the creators of Univah Pro, rReligionVFX, and Make Me. Okay. All right. How does that sound so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So we plan on going to SIGGRAPH. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the SIGGRAPH conference, but we're planning to be there this year to present the software to the industry officially. And so we're just trying to build a lot of buzz before then and just get people familiar with the tool. Okay, click on Univah Renders. Let's take a look at some renders. And you can see the quality of our product in real time. Everything you see was taken directly from the viewport.
Yeah, looks interesting.
What does interesting mean?
So it looks like it's this guy's 3D model, right? Or not?
You tell me.
I think it's 3D model, but it looks very natural.
So what are you saying? You saying you can't tell if it's a 3D model or if it's a real person?
Yeah. I am not sure. I think it's 3D model, but it's a good 3D model with a good light and shadow.
So what does that tell you? If you're looking at a real-time render and you can't tell, and you have to ask me, if this is a 3D model, what does that tell you about our software and our rendering? What does that tell you?
Well, if it's really real time and it's 3D model, it's really good quality.
Exactly. So you indirectly just give us the highest compliment, because if you have to, and you're not the only one who says this, we get this all the time, especially with this image here with the rocks. We've shown this to so many people. We show this to so many people and they think it's a camera footage,
Yeah.
That's why we show the UI, because if we don't show the UI, people did not believe that this was not real. They thought it
Yeah,
was
yes,
taken by the
it's
camera.
really very good quality. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that's why we show the full screen, and then we show it inside the software, because people did not believe. They were like, there's no
Yeah,
way.
I like it. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. So here's the best thing about this. Not only is the quality amazing, but what you're looking at, none of these are final renders. That's what's really going to surprise you.
Yeah. If it's really real time, it's very good.
Exactly, because
Yeah, it's very
to
good.
get this quality in any other software, right? In You would have to render for at least a few.
Yeah, yeah. One question. Can I render it exactly example in EXR format file?
Can you do what in EXR?
Can I render if
Yes.
in whatever format I like, whatever I like?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Wow.
You're gonna love this, because especially for someone like you who's very proficient in After Effects, you're gonna love the fact that we have all the different render passes you could possibly need. So Cryptomat, Object ID,
Cool.
Velocity,
Yeah,
yeah, all of that fun stuff. So you can render in MP4, you can render directly to AVI, you can render as image sequence, you can render PNG, JPEG, EXR, and you can do whatever you want with it.
Cool. May I ask you how much time per frame will take? Example is this frame.
How much time will this take to render as a final image?
Yeah, one frame. Yeah.
This is directly in the viewport, so this is instant.
Cool.
Yeah, everything you see is instant.
Okay, cool.
Yes, this is instant. None of what you're seeing is a final render. I didn't have to click a render button. Everything you're seeing is exactly what I see in the viewport.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And we render, our software renders up to 8K quality directly from the software.
Oh wow, 8K. Oh,
yes,
cool.
Yes. So if you go up, the first image you saw with the guy when you weren't sure if he was a real person, this is a 4K image.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
And it was rendered from a university library computer. Not even a dedicated GTX. This was rendered from a basic library computer. That's how optimized our software is. It can run on, because we understand that not everybody has a computer as fancy as yours, You know what?
I would like to switch my computer to laptop.
Yeah. So not everybody has the RTX 3090s or 3050s, Some people, they're still using like a GTX 1050. So we wanted to make sure that the software runs smoothly on even a graphics card that is many years old, So that's something that I think you also really appreciate about the tool. Okay, so if you want to scroll down, you can keep scrolling down. All of these are real-time renders.
This picture is absolutely crazy.
You like this one?
Yeah, I really like this one. Oh wow!
Why?
So many details.
Why do you like it so much?
I like this distortion. I like how it looks, distortion.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, this one, all of this is real time.
Cool.
And it's FBX. All of these 3D models, these are FBX 3D models that you can get any FBX from any online store and just import it here. Yeah.
Does it work with volume?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, these clouds, you can create these clouds in the software. You don't have to import anything. You can create it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is our native clouds.
Cool.
And that's one of the things that we talk about is the whole point of this software is to make life easier for you. So rather than spending 30 minutes to 2 hours creating clouds from scratch in Houdini just to export because you know it's going to take a long time to render those clouds in perfect quality in Houdini to render volumes. It will take hours, right?
It's very, very difficult.
So you spend hours to create it, then you spend hours to render it. Why? If you can just come to Univah and make it instantly in real time.
Cool.
So you can save yourself a lot of time. What we tell people is use Houdini for the things that Univah cannot do. And then the things Univah can do, use it for that. So you don't want to be, you can do all of your very complex procedural 3D modeling, like you said in Houdini, because you can always go back and change something. It's much faster there, right? So that's a very, very, very smart way to work. And then instead of using Karma to render, just use Univah. Just bring it into Univah and do everything else. You see? Because here you're seeing the final quality in the viewport, you see? Yeah. And it also has non-photorealistic rendering. So we love the playful, toon style, because some of your clients, they may want that, Yeah. So switching render styles, you do it with one click. Whereas in other software, you would have to build a whole node graph setup to render in a different style, right? Yeah.
Yes, it's a really cool example.
You like this one?
Yeah, like especially light.
Oh, you like the light?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all of this was real time. All of this is instant.
Very natural,
Yeah, all of this is instant. And again, it all comes down to who's using the software, right? So you give a powerful software to someone who doesn't know what they're doing, they might not make renders this good, you see. So you have to know how to light a scene. You have to know what.
Of course.
You have to know what intensity to use because I've seen people, they don't know how to light, so they go and add a directional light and they crank it up to like 50, and the scene is so bright.
There is no button to make perfect.
Yeah, so you have to take the time to learn the skill, and so for someone like you, it's going to be easy learning this because you're coming from a much harder tool and you already know all the basics, and we're using industry standard techniques for lighting. We're not changing. You're not coming here to use different kind of lights. It's the same lights you have in every software, which is directional light, point light, spotlight, area light, intensity should be the same. So all those things, they transfer here too.